Hello, my name is Mr. Wallner, and this is my single case analysis and interpretation for your child in the 5th grade data set. So, about your student, I will be discussing their demographic and background information. So, two of his demographic and background variables include being Hispanic ethnicity and that they also receive a free and reduced lunch. According to the dataset, your child does not have any learning disabilities such as dyslexia. Therefore, they do not meet the criteria for students with disabilities. This student also does not meet the criteria for LEP, meaning that they do not currently have an ELL accommodations. There was also no retention record for the 2017-2018 school year as shown on the classroom dataset. Now on slides 3 and 4, I will be giving a description of all of your child's assessment data. In this next section, I will give an interpretation of all the data for your student, or for your child. Now, starting on slide 3, we will first discuss your child's FSA, ELA 2017 and 2018 scores. As you can see, this student received a developmental skills score of 310, which places them in an achievement level of 2. Now, for 2018-2019 school year, this student or your child's developmental scale score went up 22 points to 332 points, moving up to an achievement level of 3. Now, for the FSA Math Developmental Scale score, it was a 335, which means they were at an achievement level of 4. Unfortunately, in 2018 and 2019, your child decreased 4 points, which dropped them down to an achievement level of 3. On the next slide, we will be continuing interpreting your child's data by going through the STAR reading and math percentile ranks. As you can see in this presentation, your child's STAR reading percentile ranks did not change throughout the 2018 to 2019 school year. And if you look at the other data, you can see that this student's STAR math percentile rank decreased through the 2018 and 2019 school year. We are now moving on to item 3, where I will explain and interpret the data for your child. The classroom dataset was broken down into a developmental scales score and achievement levels. While I was interpreting the data for the 2017 to 2018 school year, I had to look at a different achievement level descriptions because they are in 4th grade instead of grade 5. All right, so you can see that your student or your child received a developmental scale score of 310 for the 2017-2018 FSA ELA, which placed them at an achievement level 2. Students at this level exhibit below satisfactory level of success with the Florida standards content and are likely to need substantial support for the next grade. Your child received a developmental scale score of 331 for the 2018 and 2019 FSA ELA, which placed them at an achievement level of 3 for grade 5. Students at this level display a satisfactory level of success with the Florida standards content and may need additional support for the next grade. It is important to know that this student increased his achievement level from 4 to 5. On this slide, we will be looking at the data for your child, but now for the FSA math portion. Again, this is broken down into achievement levels. So we must reference the achievement level description for grade 4 in 2017 and 2018, where they received a developmental scale score of 335, which places them at an achievement level of 4. Students at this level exhibit an above satisfactory level of success with the Florida standards content and are likely to excel in the next grade. Your child received a developmental scale score of 332 for the 2018 and 2019 FSA ELA, which placed them at a level 3 for grade 5. Now, students at this level display a satisfactory level of success with the Florida standards and content, but they may need additional support for the next grade. This analysis for your child will be on STAR reading and math, while it will be on the norm reference scale, meaning that the students must receive a rank for which percentile they score in. So your child's scores are each percentile rank is correlated to a color-coded category: green, blue, yellow, or red. Now, your child received a reading percentile rank of 55 in August, December, and April for the 2018-2019 school year. And that placed them in the green category, 15 points above the benchmark. Your child received a math percentile rank of a 93, 85, and an 82 in August, December, and April of the 2018-2019 school year, and that placed them above the benchmark in August, December, and April. Now, for item 4, we will be doing a comparison of your child's data to the district and state scores. On the left side, we will be looking at the FSA ELA 2018 achievement level. And in grade for what they got, an achievement level is 2. Comparing this to the district achievement level for Orange County, 23% of the students scored on level 2. Also, compared to the state of Florida achievement level, 23% scored at level 2. Now, for the FSA ELA in 2019, your child scored at the achievement level of 3, compared to district achievement level of Orange County. 26% of the students scored at that achievement level, and to the state of Florida, 27% of students achieved level 3. Now, going over to the right side, your child received a level 4 for math in 2018. 22% of the students in Orange County achieved that level, and for the state achievement level, 22% also achieved a level 4. Now, the FSA math in 2019, your child achieved a level 3, which, comparing to the Orange County district levels at that year, 22% of other students achieved that score, and compared to the Florida state achievement level, 23% achieved a level 3. Now we will begin moving on to item 5, where I will be going over recommendations for adjusting instruction in response for your child's performance. First item we will be looking at is adapting the curriculum in response to the data. My recommendation is to practice morphological analysis. Morphology is analyzing words according to their pronunciation, part of speech, prefix, suffix, or root. Now, morphological analysis increases a student's vocabulary when paired with contextual analysis. I recommend this practice. Besides, this may help your student move up to the FSA ELA Achievement Level 4. Level 4 is characterized by the ability to determine unfamiliar words based on implicit textual support. Now moving on to my second recommendation is differentiating content. For your student, I would recommend meeting in small groups. I believe placing your child with other struggling learners to reteach them ideas and terminology will be beneficial to them. And the final recommendation I have for your child is an instructional accommodation. I believe that your child would benefit from preferential seating so that they can choose wherever they want to sit, and they can pick a seat in the class that will be most beneficial for them to learn, such as a closer seat to the board. For item number 6, I will be going over the recommendations I have for adjusting assessments for your child. Your child is not currently classified as a student with disability or limited English proficient, but may qualify for an IEP or an ELL assessment. Accommodations based off of the data. On the left, I have listed IEP accommodations and their rationale for each. First, before beginning the assessment, your child will need to demonstrate their understanding of directions by repeating and paraphrasing them so I know they understand. Next, I believe they will benefit from extended time. Extended time may range from 50 to 100% and is for students that have ADHD, and it gives them plenty of time to read through and not have to rush through tests. And I recommend your child's test be administered in a small group setting because it may eliminate some of the stress in a bigger setting. On the right side of the screen, I have some ELL accommodations should your child qualify for an LEP. For an IEP. Or no, that is LEP, sorry. Number 1, your child may be provided oral and written instruction. This is because humans have mental vocabulary, two mental vocabularies. First is phonological, meaning that the words we use when we talk and listen. Second is orthographic, and these are the words we use when we read and write. Since our oral and written vocabularies are sometimes different, it would be beneficial for an ELL student to be provided with both oral and written instruction. Second is reduce the answer choices. This would help the students narrow down the options during the tests. And third, I would present any information on the assessment in the same way that it was learned in class. Tests are not the time to be challenging ELL students. And as we move on to our last item, I would recommend a variety of formative and summative performance-based assessments. Formative assessments provide ongoing feedback to me and generally are low to no point in value. Examples are exit slips at the end of class, Kahoots and Gimkits, which are based off of games, know, wanna know, and learn charts, concept maps, poll everywhere, Socratic seminars, essential questions, self-assessments, and online educational games. Now, summative assessments are to evaluate student learning at the end of the unit. These generally have high point values. They can be with quizzes, multiple choice tests, free response tests, papers, group or individual projects, midterm, final exams, and standardized tests. I really want to work together to accommodate your child's needs to make sure they are successful.